Welcome into the Underdog Ministry. Today we are going to be discussing ethics, morals, and defining your spiritual path. The basics. How do you define your spiritual path and find your moral compass? We'll be discussing types of morality, pillars of morality, and post-conventional morality during this presentation. The most basic element to ethics is empathy. What is the spiritual pathway? The choices, habits, beliefs, and sacrifices one makes to attain their highest level of personal success, healing, and connection to the universe as defined by them. How do you define morality? Morality is thought to pertain to the conduct of human affairs and relations between persons, while religion primarily involves a relationship between human beings in a transcendent reality. We'll discuss 4 types of morality: religious morality, natural morality, individual morality, and social morality. The link between religion and morality is best illustrated by the Golden Rule. Virtually all the world's great religions contain in their religious texts some version of the Golden Rule: do unto others as you wish them to do unto you. In other words, we should treat others the way we would want to be treated. This is the basic ethic that guides all religions. If religion has a role in moral decision-making, then what should be that role? In America, for many individuals, their religion is a centrally defining characteristic of who they are, such that they would be nearly incapable of making ethical decisions independently of their religious beliefs, aka, what would Jesus do? Natural morality refers to morality that is based on human nature, rather than acquired from societal norms or religious teachings. Charles Darwin's theory of evolution is central to many modern conceptions of natural morality, but the concept goes back at least to naturalism, aka survival of the fittest, as an example. Individual morality, aka the moral compass. The Oxford Language Dictionary defines moral compass as a noun used in reference to a person's ability to judge what is right and wrong and act accordingly. When it comes to individual morality, there does not seem to be much reason to think that a single definition of morality will be applicable to all moral discussions. One reason for this is that morality seems to be used in 2 distinct broad senses: a descriptive sense and a normative sense. More particularly, the term morality can be used either descriptively, to refer to certain codes of conduct put forward by a society or group such as a religion, or accepted by an individual for their own behavior, or normatively, to refer to a code of conduct that, given specified conditions, would be put forward by all rational people. In their essay, The Definition of Morality, Joshua Gert and Bernard Gert write, in the descriptive sense of morality, a person's own morality cannot be a guide to behavior that person would prefer others not follow. However, that fact that an individual adopts a moral code of conduct for his own use does not entail that the person requires it to be adopted by anyone else. That brings us to social morality. Social morality determines how we behave towards one another, how we treat our communities, environments, and societies as a whole. It includes such concepts such as rights, justice, equality, and liberty. Morality is defined as the subjective interpretation of a person or society on what is right and wrong. In simple words, it can be termed as a set of rules and regulations that enables the people to live cooperatively in society. Morality is the morals or ethics that distinguish between good and evil. It is the idea that a person's behavior is either right or wrong in a moral sense. Morals are learned from society and the family. What are the pillars of morality? We have harm versus care. Is my behavior, actions, or mentality helpful or hurtful? Fairness and reciprocity. Do I give as equally as I take from others? Individual versus group loyalty. Do I preserve myself or do I take action that will benefit everybody for the greater good? Authority and respect. Am I under forced conformity or inspired action? Do my leaders pin me under their thumb and force me to conform to their way of doing things, my way or the highway, or do they inspire action by getting in the trenches and leading by example? Purity and sanctity. Good intentions towards what we hold sacred in life. If you value something, then you need to treat it with the utmost respect and care as if it is sacred. There are 4 basic moral rules. Beneficence is the doing of good, act of goodness or kindness, or acts of charity. Non-malfeasance. There's an obligation to not inflict harm on others. It's closely associated with the maxim, primum non nocere, first do no harm. Autonomy or sovereignty is the right or condition of self-government. And finally, justice means giving each person what he or she deserves, or in more traditional terms, giving each person his or her due. To educate a man in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. Theodore Roosevelt. What is post-conventional morality? This occurs when an individual develops their own set of ethics and morals to drive their decisions and actions. This is the highest stage of morality, involving both the social contract and universal ethics and principles. Here in the spiritualism and tarot community, we like to call this operating out of your north node. In summary, how you define morality and the types of moral action you incorporate into your behavior are the sum total of your character. Is your conduct governed by man's law or natural law? Is it sympathetic and empathetic? How does it define your worldview? The way you think, act, and treat people is your ethical code, your moral compass with which you navigate society around you. In what ways are you showing up? I would like to say a sincere thank you to the members. This has been the very first presentation for members only on the That Which Is Spoken. My name is Jennifer, also known as Black Betty. Thank you very much for your support. The next slide, if you would like links to the information that I have posted and referenced in this presentation, are available for you to navigate for your very own.